Hello, everyone. I'm Maddox Brown with New England MMA News, and I'm here with Nathaniel Grimard. How you doing, Nathaniel?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you for coming on the show. Since you're new to the show, we're gonna start how you got into the sport of MMA. How did you get into the sport?
Yeah, I wrestled with Ross Danner all through high school. He was my senior captain. I was in college at the time when he started fighting. I came down to wrestle with him a few times. Fell in love with the gym, met the owner, Devin, started training, and got my first fight at the end of the junior year of that summer.
So, is that how you found Nostos through Ross?
Yep. I started wrestling him just to kind of one day a week just to help out with his classes and get some looks from him and going up from there.
So, now we're gonna get into your upcoming fight. You're fighting Matt Denning at NEF 60. What do you know about Matt, and how do you see this fight going for you?
Yeah, he's a vet of the game. He's been there for a while. He's sneaky. He's got some good submissions. He's going to come to fight for as long as he can. But I'm very confident in this matchup, and I'm looking forward to it.
Did you expect the fight with Matt to happen?
No, we tried lining up a few times. Never worked out the past couple of years. All of a sudden, he said he wanted this fight, so he called it out and make him pay for it.
Do you see any weaknesses in his game?
Yeah, I see a lot of weaknesses, to be honest. No disrespect to him. I'm not taking him lightly, but I do think I'm just a better overall martial artist and boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. He's older. He's kind of at the end of his career. I'm still just getting started. So I think that's going to be a big factor in this is just age and athleticism.
How do you see this ending? Like KO, TKO, submission?
Probably most likely TKO or KO. His best chance is at going to the ground. I really want to showcase my striking and kind of make a statement this fight to show all the fans of the sport and like my family, anybody at NEF that hey, I can fight anywhere. I'm confident on my feet. I think this is a great fight to really let the hands go and just put on a show for the crowd.
What do you anticipate will be the toughest challenge Matt will present to you in this fight?
He's just unorthodox, on the feet. He's a little bit awkward. He's going to sneak things in there on the ground. He does snatch up some submissions quick, so I definitely have to stay sharp for as long as this fight goes, and I just can't sleep on him anywhere.
What do you think about his resume? Is there anyone that like catches your eye?
Not necessarily, I think he does have a couple good wins. Like I said, by catching people in some submissions. Um, he does have a lot of losses as well. He's going to fight anybody. He wants to fight tough guys. I remember seeing him at Comet C snatching up a quick guillotine finish. I think that's just poor jiu-jitsu awareness on the opponent's part. But yeah, he is well rounded. It's going to be better.
So, who are going to be some of your key training partners at Nostos?
Right now, it's a lot of people, man. Sean Rubenshaw, he owns his own jiu-jitsu gym. He's been working with me a lot since he's come to the gym. Jared St. Jean, Nick Eldridge, Kyle Pooh falls on that card. Brody, Kyle Hill, Alex Bailing. I'm still missing a ton of guys, but it's just getting looks from really everybody. There's a lot of people on that Bangor card too, so it's going to be great to have a big camp.
So, how do you think Nostos and your support system around you going to help you get to this fight?
I think it's huge. Having a lot of guys on that Bangor card is going to really bring up the energy in the room. Everybody's going to be working hard. Everybody's going to be hungry. It's going to be a great camp. I'm very excited for it, and I think it's going to be even a better night.
How do you think your past fights have helped you prepare for this fight?
A lot. I haven't been in this game long, but I have a lot of fights. I like to stay active. That's good and a bad thing, but I learned quick, especially off my last fight. I made it to that PFL level. I felt what that was like, where I have to be at that level. And the past year has been a rough year for me in the game. So last fight, I really know what I have to do to switch it up mentally, aggressiveness, technique, everything. So I think this will be my best performance yet.
What do you think will be your keys to victory in this fight?
Patient, but also aggressive. I have 15 minutes to win this fight. That's a long time when you're in the cage. I know he's going to come out hard and throw a lot of kicks, probably look for a takedown, look for my neck, so just patient and compete in every position as hard as I can for 15 minutes.
Without giving too much away, can you share a bit of your game plan?
Yeah, I think he's going to want to wrestle. If he wants to box the whole time, that's great. Like I said, I want to really showcase my striking. I'm committing to that this fight. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a banger of a fight, and I think he's going to shoot first for sure, which excites me. And I just need to win this fight. It's kind of do or die. He's at the end of the career. I'm getting started. I really need to string, say, 5 or 6 together if I want to make a run at that next level. And it all starts on November 9th.
Do you have one final message to Matt Denning before you guys get locked in the cage together?
I don't know, man. Be ready because I'm bringing the best version of myself. This is up a weight class. I'm in great shape, strongest I've been, most technical I've been. So he better bring his A game. If not, it's going to be a quick night.
What should the fans at the Cross Insurance Center expect from Nathaniel Grimard on November 9th?
Not a wrestler. A lot of people think I'm just a wrestler. I haven't showcased striking. I said in the past, it hasn't really played out that way in fights. You have a game plan until you step in there. So this fight, I really want to gain some fans, show everybody that I am that top guy at 145 in New England.
So now we're gonna get into the last couple questions. Who do you think your biggest role model in the sport of MMA is?
That has to be my head coach, Devin. He's been there. He's fought all over the world. He's fought for, PFL, Bellator, UFC, so he knows what it's like to get to those shows and win on those shows as well. So having him go through the sport and all of what he's been through, he knows what we need as athletes. He can relate to us and all that. So 100% Devin.
Can you share the most memorable moment of your career so far?
Um, yeah, I mean, there's a couple. The amateur title was definitely really cool. That was kind of beginning before Nostos really racked all of them up. Um, and also PFL, that was a crazy experience to do. It was very eye-opening to see what you have to do to get to that level, how you have to train, how you have to be disciplined, how a big promotion runs that. Um, so that has to be one of the highlights, even though I lost that fight. It was a great experience. Florida was some great fights. That was probably one of my most memorable ones. It was my second fight in Florida. I had a nice submission, so I have to go with that one.
Do you have any special shout outs to sponsors, supporters, and teammates before I let you go?
Yeah, Hagen's Motor Pool in Rochester has supported me since day one. He's been a huge help with all my fight camp needs. He's been a sponsor every shirt, every fight. So I bought my car from him too. So if you're in the Rochester area, check him out. Still working on some sponsors, but Sean Rubenchuk, his gym, Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Peabody. Yeah, and so many guys I know still. It's hard to name because I don't want to miss everybody. But like I said earlier, all the teammates, my corners, Nick Miles, Ross, Devin, Kyle Pufall. Yeah, Bangor is gonna be a crazy night, man, and I wouldn't miss it.
All right, thank you for coming on. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.